Good morning, stampin' friends and crafty friends. It is Nemi Batstone here, coming to you from my crafting studio in Cooks Creek, Manitoba, just 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg. How are you all doing today? It is Friday, and here in Canada, that's a holiday. So, God bless. It is. Let's make sure I can hear volume. Yep, okay, I can hear it. So if you're there, don't forget to like, share, and comment so that you can earn a draw ticket or draw tickets for this week's creations. Let's see, what do we have? So we did this one yesterday, and then we did, I think, this one on Thursday. And then this was Wednesday. This was Tuesday. Now, where's my Monday? Okay, so Monday is here somewhere. It's roaming somewhere because I know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I'm missing one. So Monday was Global Design Project. So it is sitting here somewhere and I just gotta find it. And that will be shipping to you. I got my pink envelope here ready to go, so that we can give her. So I'm looking forward to that, and then we'll get started. So just a few reminders. In the link that I posted above, you'll find a link to my birthday bash, which is bingo and a ton of sweet treats. So, and then you'll also get a sneak peek and of all the new products. So you definitely want, not all I should say, with a few of the new products. And you'll definitely want to come out and play and create with those. My craft along for this month is April 16th. So 3 cards. If you want to come in person, you can at 1:30, and then 7 o'clock at night, I'll be doing a Zoom, Facebook Live for that one. So come on in and join me. Let's Get Crafty Club features our Springtime Scenes bundle. So you'll need this. I don't do your die cutting for you, but I prep everything for you. So you'll definitely need this bundle. It is a ton of fun. And you get tons of products. So you get half a pack of designer series paper. You get a full pack of embellishments. You also get ribbon, and then all the bits and pieces not included in this bundle in your card club kit. And so pieces like this, this would be cut for you already. These are part of it, so you would have to cut those, and same with this. But I'll prep them as well with masking adhesive sheets on the back, so you're good to go to die cut. Okay, so what else do I have? And if you haven't yet, don't forget to get the product of the month. My product shares have arrived, so I'll share those at some time this weekend. It'll be an impromptu video. And we have 2 new kits. One of them is a scrapbooking kit. And I just want to remind you that the Cutest Crew dies are currently on back order. But if you go online and look it up, 167148, you'll see this little box. So make sure you check that little box and hit notify me, so then that way you can be notified when they do come in stock. There was a lot of stuff that came back in stock yesterday, so don't forget to check that out if you haven't done the check mark box and you have a wish list. And then also lots of stuff was updated in Last Chance. So you want to go to Last Chance. Even some of the new stuff that just got released in February and March is already on the discontinued Last Chance list. So, and those are while supplies last. So today, I told you we're gonna do something fun, and we're gonna play with new ink colors. Well, let's see here. These are, let's see here. Okay, I forgot to pull out a blue. So these are all the new ink colors. I'm not going to do any comparisons to, all the different product that's currently available. That just takes too long. I mean, I hope you have your coffee and you're sitting there chilling and watching along. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the new ink colors, right? So we have 5 of them that are coming up in May. So I'm wanting to do an in color club because, you know, prices are going up, and it would be a 5-month commitment. So if you're interested, I would love you to join me, and you would get an ink pad. So here's that hydrangea hue. Here's that peaceful pine. And then we got Barely Blush, which is kind of, I think, in between Blushing Bride and Pretty in Pink. It's got that lighter hue. And then we have Crisp Cantaloupe, which is a returning one. So these stick really good together. So, you know, like, which is fantastic, by the way. And then we have the new Golden Hue Glow, and I think we'll play with Golden Glow because I already did Hydrangea Hue and I was going to do that with you again, but I was thinking, no, maybe we should do a different color so we can see a different color. Anyway, these stack. You'll also get blends, the coordinating blends, the cardstock, so 4 sheets of this because that's what comes in a pack. Let's see how many, yeah, 20, so you get 4 sheets. So you get 4 sheets of cardstock. You'll also get about 2 yards of ribbon, of the coordinating ribbon. Do I have that? Oh yeah, I did get the ribbon. Okay, that's a good thing. So let me see here. I didn't open them yet. So here's all the different ribbon. I thought I didn't. My order is coming later with all of the, whatchamacallit, blends. That's it, because I ordered them on separate orders. And so these are our ribbons that match. So you'll get 2 yards of that. And then you'll get a full pack of the butterflies as a gift from me. And you'll get a strip of this. And then you'll get 2-tone cardstock. So that one is a gift. So it's worth doing price-wise. I think I'm hoping I can keep it at the same price of like 45-ish plus shipping, which is another 5. I think I can do it. So stay tuned for that. So I just need to know if you're interested, write it in the comments. Now, I can't see comments again, so I'm going to do a quick check here. Oh, good morning, Janice. Thank you for joining. Oops. So I don't know why Facebook is doing that. I kind of like have to always refresh in order to be able to see comments, which is redonkulous. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to shrink that, go to comments, and there it is. Okay, so let's play. So there is, I hope I've pushed you up enough. Where did it go? Where is it? Okay, where did it, no, seriously, where did I put it? It was sitting here. So here's Hydrangea Hue. I think I still have this on. Okay. Oh my, I had my full pack here. Just give me a second. I don't know where I stuck it. I thought I had it right here on the table. So maybe it's just underneath stuff. Let me check. Okay, so then this is, okay, this ain't funny. What the heck? Don't you hate that? So, you know, perimenopause really bites because it sucks up all that brain power. And I had it sitting right here. And now it's MIA. Oh, there it is. It's underneath. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, so this is the shimmer. And the shimmer paper looks like this. And I already cut some of it because I cut up the blue. Where's the blue? Which is Hydrangea Hue. Did I say good morning already, Janice? I apologize if I didn't. And I apologize if I said it twice. But good morning and thanks for joining me. So here's the 5. So it's kind of hard to see, but it is shimmery and shiny, and it's got a soft, like a very smooth touch to it. So we're going to play with that. And I think we're going to go with the yellow because it's new. Crisp Cantaloupe isn't. And then there's 2 patterns. Well, I guess 4 if you include the back side. So let me get that out here. I was going to do something different than I came up with this. So last minute changes. So here is the green, which is peaceful pine. And then you have the crisp cantaloupe, right? And then you have the golden glow, which is what we're going to need. So let me pull that out right now. And I'll grab the other half. And then you have, which is like almost practically not there, blush. I want to call it blushing bride all the time, but it's actually barely blush. And then your hydrangea hue. So we're going to put that away. So this is the front side. And then because I switched colors this morning, this is the back side. So I'll have to cut all the pieces because I switched colors on you this morning. And I'll show you the card we're going to create. So we're still working on Cutest Crew. And this is it here. And I'm also going to try and do a comparison with you with the basic black. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it. And Memento. So this is our new black, which is apparently good to just, that is replacing our Memento and stays on. So you can color with this, use alcohol markers with it, everything. So I'm going to show you that one. And then we're going to create this card. So we're going to have to cut everything we need because I didn't. So, and we're going to use this side because my original plan, now I'm going to ask you, can you actually tell the difference as to which one is Memento versus our new hybrid ink? I can because I know which one I use on which, but I'm wondering if you can. So there's the two samples. So we're going to do it again. Oh, sorry, I just dropped my card on the floor, so I might pick it up. Oh, it's actually warm in here. Is the fireplace on? Okay, I gotta take my sweater off for a sec here because it's just too hot. Okay, so we need our pieces. So then I need cardstock, coordinating cardstock. And that's this one here. So now we're going to start cutting. Oh, hello, Donna. Thanks for joining. How are you doing? Long time no see or talk. Okay, so we're here with in colors. So, and it's our last week with Cutest Crew. So we're gonna get that going. So we're gonna take our card. So we're gonna, because our card is a fun fold, we need to go portrait, and we're gonna cut this at 4 1/4. Okay, so then we're just gonna save our other half for another card another day. And then we're gonna rotate, and we're gonna score this at 2 1/4, sorry. I originally scored it in half, and it overlapped too much, which was at 2 3/4. And I didn't want that big of an overlap because that's your standard Z fold. So then I went to 2 1/2, and then I didn't like the fact that I was wasting designer series paper. So now I'm going to 2 1/4. Oh, you just got back. That's awesome. Gail too, she just got back, I think, as well. I hope you bring sunshine with you because to melt all this snow that still hasn't left. So our next score, so that was 2 1/4. Let's make sure I did that right. If I didn't, that's fine. We just have to cut. We'll just have to cut our papers at our DSP at the paper sizes I said I didn't want. And then 5 1/2, because I just don't like to waste. I don't know about you, but how do you manage your patterned papers? I always like to maximize my patterned paper as much as possible, and then go the other. And you know, I'd rather waste cardstock than waste patterned paper. That's just my thought pattern. Okay, so there we go. So there's your standard Z fold, which can be in any pattern you want. Now we need pieces. So I did cut up a couple white pieces. So this is white willow, and this one's going to go here on the inside. And then this is the one we're going to use to stamp on, which is a 2 3/4 inch square. 2 3/4. I think I lied. It's 2 1/2. I should have just went to 3, but I think it was a little too big. That's why I did 3 the first time. It was too big. Okay, so now we need striped paper. And our striped paper is going to go here. So, and on this side. So I think that's what I did, right? Let me double check my card. I'm trying to remember. Oh, on the outside. Okay, so again, oopsies. Okay, so I don't want to waste my papier, so I'm going to cut it at 4 inches first. So then I always have that nice 4-inch. Oh wait, sorry, I lied. 3 inches. 3 inches. We gotta go 3 inches. I'll just double check. Double check that I'm at 3. Yep, 3 inches. It's 3 inches. Okay. And now I need a piece that is 4. So I need a piece that's 4. And then I need another piece that is 4 inches. Now I can get 2 cards out of this. Because, so these are my 2 pieces. But then I need a piece that's only 2. So I can make 2 cards using this if I wanted to. Because I could just cut this to 1.5 and then just have a bigger gap. But I'm going to use 2. And then I have a 1-inch strip for another project. Or the outside of the card, whichever you prefer. So those are the 2 pieces we need. And then I'm going to put this one aside to go with the other piece. So now we have that. And now we need our dots. And again, I'm going to cut it at, this one I'm going to cut at 4. 3. Sorry. Again, I'm wrong. 3. And then, because 3, 6, 9, 12. That's how you maximize this paper. So then I need a 4. So that goes there. Because that'll go on my inside. And then I need another piece again. That's 4. Oh, my stomach's growling. We'll be fast. Good morning, Patty. Thank you for joining. Are you all packed up and ready to go? And then we need a piece that is 2. So then again, we're going to have that 2-inch piece. A lot of similar cutting on this one. So then we have a spare to create a second card with. Okay. And I think that is all our pieces except for our shimmer. So now we're going to shimmer. We're going to shimmer. Isn't that funny? So again, 3 inches. Dun, 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 dun. And then we're going to twist. And we're going to go 3 inches. So it's a 3-inch square because our white willow, because I used white willow, is 2 3/4 of an inch. Okay? Then you have this left over for other projects, along with the full sheet. Okay, so let's look at our pieces here. So we've got this piece. Now I didn't cut a piece for here because it's always folded. I left that one, and then that's gonna go there. This one goes here. This goes here, and I'll leave that one blank. So you'll have to tell me if you like the hydrangea hue, which is this one here. This one I didn't put the embellishments on. Okay, so that's how I know this one is stamped in memento, because I didn't put embellishments on it. Ha ha ha, isn't that funny? And then this one is the actual. So hydrangea hue or gold, because if you like, whichever one you like is what I'll put in the mail. Okay, so let's get that. And this we'll do later. Okay, so now we have all our pieces. We'll glue after we're done our stamping. So this one we need hydrangea, we need golden glow. And I know I'm gonna use this. Okay, I'm gonna drop you a bit because we're gonna do some coloring and some stamping. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is grab our Just Saying Hello with golden hue. So these are our new ink pads. So if you have any or experience with Close to My Heart ink pads, they're pretty much the same. So they open real easy. They're magnetic. they want to cling. I've already labeled mine. It comes with 4 labels. So the 4th label I always just use, which is in different languages, I use to put and wrap around the lid of my refill. And then it gives you 2 stickers in English. So I put one on the lid and then one on the base. And then I also put one on the inside in case these 2, for some strange reason, get separated. And I can also put them on top of each other, and they're not as strong magnetic wise when they're on top of each other, but that is an option. So we're gonna take this and stamp just a little hello. So there we go. Nice and juicy, so you get that nice golden glow. And then we're gonna close that up just like that. And then we're going to get some white. So I have some scrap white here. I don't know, it doesn't matter which piece we use, I guess. And we're going to grab our little birds. Now, we're gonna stamp one in Memento. So let's do that so we can see whether or not there's a difference. Stamp that here. So this little piece has the Memento. There we go. Oh, it didn't stamp evenly. It's a little lighter. So let's try that again. I'm gonna make sure I have enough ink on there. I mean, there should be tons of ink in here because I just used it last weekend for card buffet and reloaded all my inks that I used. Okay, so that stamped a little better. So a little thick here, a little thin there, whichever, okay? So now we're gonna go to our basic black. Now, apparently these are hard to open and you saw me struggle a bit yesterday. And also apparently it stains your stamps. I don't know if that's true. Now, it also says you're supposed to use, you can't just use water, you need to use some ink remover or whichever. So I've pulled out my old stampin mist and I'm gonna see if that actually works. And it seemed like my stamps have already been colored quite a bit from its use because I've used it so much, so we'll see. So to open these, I heard that you don't pull from the top, and you really can't because they're flush. The top and bottom's flush. Here on the sides, you've got a bit of a lip, so I just squeeze and pull apart, and I've had no trouble, except for yesterday when I was showing you. I've had no trouble with it. So now we're just gonna take it. I'm not gonna clean it because I use Memento. Oh, I guess that's not really fair. Okay, so let me clean it, because then we won't really see whether or not it works. And then we're gonna dab it into the new. And I'm just gonna make sure there's enough ink on there. Then we're gonna stamp it. Okay. Oh, now look, I didn't stamp evenly. So I guess I didn't get enough, or I didn't hold it down well. I'm on my glass mat, so I'm not using a, what do you call it? Piercing mat or my silicone mat, because my glass mat should give me a crisp, flat finish. There we go. Okay, so let's see. It's tinged a little bit. And I've got, see if they say what they say is true or not. I'm gonna close that and make sure it's sealed properly. And pull out my stamp cleaner. There is some, okay, here, I'll add a little bit more just in case. So that's the wet side, and then you scrub it on the dry side. Now look, I don't see any staining on mine. It looks exactly the same. Actually, it looks cleaner. So I'm not too sure that whether or not it will stain as they say it does. But maybe because I cleaned it within seconds of using it. So maybe if you let it sit for a minute or so, it may stain your stamps. And I have not seen that happen yet. Okay, so maybe it's a myth. I don't know. Okay, so these are scrap pieces of white willow. So this was, let's just do a quick comparison. I'll bring it up. So this one here on my right hand, this guy where I'm tapping my finger, was Memento. And then this is the new hybrid ink. I don't see much difference. And you're supposed to be able to use any coloring tools with these. So let's grab, I'm going to use my water painters because I want to see. So Stampin' Up! Sells a 3-pack of water painters. So there's these two plus a thick one. So I'm gonna use, I pulled out both, but I was fine using the finest tip one. So that's the one we're going to use. So we're gonna use Golden Glow and this. So we'll do the fun technique of squeeze your ink pad to get ink on the lid, and ta-da, that's a lot of ink. We don't need that much. Okay, so we're gonna color both. Now, I said this week you should use thick or thick white cardstock, not basic white or white willow, and I just realized I used white willow. So let's see whether or not it curls or not. So I'm gonna do the Memento one first, and I'm gonna go in with a darker ink just inside here. Okay. Just wondering if I'm close enough or if you need me to go closer. So I'm gonna just add some dark ink there, and then we're gonna blend that up a bit. And I just realized I forgot a paper towel and I got too much water on there, so it's gonna, I've got one here that's kind of dirty, but, and we'll pull that in. So far this is Memento, not much bleeding happening. A little bit, because again, it's bleeding because I'm using white willow. Let's make that very clear. Okay, so you'll probably get a bit of bleeding just because of that. Okay, and then add some more here. And I'm just going real light. I probably did those wings a little too dark, and I put too much water because you can see it bleeding. Okay, and then to clean your brush so you can use another color, all we're going to do is drip that water in here until my brush runs clear. Still a bit of yellow on there. Okay, now it's nice and clean again, and we can switch colors. Oh wait, let's do this one first. So let's grab, so this one is the hybrid. Now they said that it takes a long time to dry. So far I haven't experienced that. So we'll see if this time round it does it. But last night when I was playing with it, I didn't notice that. So I'm gonna come in with a little bit of lighter. So I just dabbed off any globs of that extra water. And then we're coming in. So far, not a lot of bleeding. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some more ink. I'm just dabbing off because I see a pool of water. See, you get that little pool of water on there, and I don't want that pool to, like, on my tip there. And then we'll do the last one. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add a little bit of extra color on those wings. Oh, I forgot to do his tail. I always forget to do his tail. Watercoloring is so fun. And then again, clean it up. Let's find a clean spot on my paper towel, because we're gonna switch colors. Okay, and then now we need to do the green. So again, just pop those lids together. Here's our green. Oh, I need some ink. Squeeze, squeeze. There we go. There's my ink. And drop some water in there. So the nice thing too about the watercolored inks or the water painters is you don't have to have a bowl of water nearby. Although sometimes I do, sometimes it's my preference. But at this point, with these, you don't have to. So we're gonna add some color into that grass. And I'm purposely going over the black to see if we get any smudge, any smearing. Okay, just went a little darker. Okay, and again, I'm just gonna clean off my brush. Just gotta, oh, still turning green. Just gotta make sure it's got no more green on there. So I got a bit of green. Wow, I used a lot of ink on that one. Okay, my brush is good. So then I'm gonna close that off. And then we're gonna just literally close this. Done. And that extra can just sit in there. Okay, so just an FYI. If you don't like that pool of water, just take your paper towel and wipe it. Just saying. Okay. Oh, you don't have to store these upside down either, right? Because they constantly just stay upside down. Like, so you can literally store it like this. So I'm going to take Pumpkin Pie Light just to color in the beaks. So now we're using a blending tool. So we're using alcohol marker, and there you have it. Okay, so let's compare. So this one here is the new hybrid ink. I think that looks pretty good. I didn't get a lot of smearing, right? And then this is Memento. Maybe I didn't let it dry enough, but there's some smearing right there. So you can see some smearing here. Or I remember I put too much water as well. So that also probably caused it. And you can see quick comparison of the two. So I didn't get any issues. So they said that, one, it's hard to open. It's a little harder, but nothing that's going to cause you pain. They said that it takes too long to dry. It didn't. Now, maybe a bigger stamp might take longer to dry, or if you have a huge shadow. And then they also said, what else did they say? I guess that was it. Those two were the biggest complaints so far. But I don't see a problem. You? Okay. So now we're going to come in with our, we're going to die cut this now. So let's use the new one. So that way you always get the new one. And I will keep the Memento for my own self. My own sample. So, when you come to my birthday bingo, we'll have all of this there. And you'll get to play with it. Play with some of the in-color inks. The new in colors. For your card creations that you get to take home. And then, oh, I guess we need a machine. Good morning, Christine. Oh, you made it to Alberta. Fantastic. Have a wonderful Easter, and thanks for joining me this morning. What time is it there again? Aren't they an hour? They're an hour behind, is it? So we're going to die cut this. Now remember, this one is the new hybrid ink. I kind of like it. I mean, not much difference. Again, a little bit of work to just open the box or the container. There we go. But nothing painstaking anyway. I'm going to move this stuff over. Okay, so now this is just going to go here on top. Oh, I creased my corner somehow. So we're just going to grab our bone folder and try and get that out. Oh, and then make another one. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so I'll bring you, sorry, I'm going to bring you back down a bit again because I had to lift that up in order to get that going. How's the weather there, Chris? It's nice and sunny for us here today, so that's good. So we're going to flip this, and then we're going to, so there's my original because I didn't stamp it properly. I'm going to add some minis.
on here. And 4. That should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we're going to add that right here. Just a little hello. Okay, now we're ready to assemble. So we cut all of our pieces. So now we just need our adhesive. So let's do that. So we'll grab our liquid glue. And then go like so. And get that going. And then we'll put that here on this side. So this paper is the pattern paper. I should show you my stack of DSP. Oh, it's gorgeous. So I'm going to do that this weekend. I'm going to try and find time to share with you all the new DSP. And then I'm going to talk about doing a DSP share. Because it's literally a fraction of the price. And you get 6x12 of every pattern. Which makes life so much easier. Because you don't know which ones you like. But that velveteen one, oh my gosh. Like the velvet that is on that designer series paper. I don't know how I'm gonna even like, oh, you get those moments where you're like, it's so pretty, I don't even want to cut it. And if the texture is amazing. Oh, it's cloudy, huh? Okay, just keep the cloudiness over there. We don't need that here. We need all our snow to go away. Because wasn't it at this time of year last year? Did we have snow? I can't remember. Usually it's nice during Easter. I remember many Easters at the cottage. And it'd be sunny. And we'd be down on the rocks. Not in the water. But definitely down on the rocks. I don't know if we will. Obviously we won't be. But I'll take a couple pictures and share. We'll be there tomorrow for Easter. Then we have to come back at night because on Sunday I'll be hosting my family here at my house. There we go. And then this one just goes here. Look, we're almost done. So then we're going to add, I don't know why I put my adhesive away. So we're going to make sure we've got the right amount. So we don't want to put any here, of course. Because then we'll be in trouble. And then we just got to figure out how to put it straight. Because I'm obviously not straight. Still not straight. Let's use the dots. Use the dots as a guide, Nemi. Then you'll know if you're straight. Am I straight? I think I'm straight. Yeah. And let's make sure no glue on the other side. Good. Okay. And then we'll use dimensionals for this one. So let's just use, we'll use 4. Might as well, I just ripped that one off. Okay, so we got plenty. This is the new in color 12x12 patterned paper. Okay, so that is what I'm using. So when you come to team meeting next week, this is supposed to be 2 3/4. So I made it too big. So now you get this big border. That's okay. It still looks good. So it's called it's called the mixed patterns one. Or painted patterns. My apologies. Painted patterns. Painted because you have these stripes, right? And then dots and the back side looks like it's been painted. And then the same thing here. Looks like you painted a bunch of circles. So that's what I used. And then we used the shimmer, the coordinating shimmer paper. And now we're going to use the coordinating butterflies, which is going to be my gift to you for participating in the DSP share. I used to give DSP samplers, but then, it was way too much work. But I can give you a file if you wanted to create samplers like I do. because I do that with my team. I give them the samplers, and then they can print their own and create their own. So there you go. So that is it. So there is Golden Glow, and then this one's Hydrangea Hue. So again, I use the hybrid ink, and these are the new in colors, 2 of the 5 in colors. So if you're interested, so let me know which one you like. Do you like the Golden Glow one, which is more of a yellowy orange, versus the new blue? I'm a big blue fan, so I'm a Hydrangea Hue fan. And then I really do like that green, the new green. So these are our 5 colors here. So that will be available in May. And you can either buy all of them, or you can collect them and add them to your collection over a 5-month period. So we would start in, I can start in May. So I would order May, and the first of every month, I'll order the next color. And then I'll also give you cards to create with them. And then, or at least 1 card, possibly 2. And then you'll also get all the coordinating part, like the blends or whatever. So then over 5 months, and that way we also hit September, October, then you'll get the whole collection, and you'll be ready to go for fall with every color. So any questions? So I hope you enjoyed that. And if you please make sure you comment and share, and then also tell me which color you like better, because if I pull your name tomorrow morning for the draw, then I'll know which one to send you. Also, have a great Easter. I won't be back until Monday, so enjoy the weekend, except for an impromptu video of all the designer series papers. So watch for that, and I will see you this weekend sometime and next week. But enjoy your Easter weekend. Happy stampin'. Thanks for joining.